Coming up next, it's a middleweight matchup between Israel Adesanya and Kelvin Gastelum. Well, for my money, he's on the short list of UFC fighters, some of the best fighters to have never realized a UFC championship. Here is Kelvin Gastelum trying to continue his run here at 185 pounds.
Yeah, since Kelvin Gastelum has gone up to 185 and stopped depleting himself in those massive weight cuts down to 170, he's only gotten better. And that showed in the fight with Israel Adesanya when he had a chance to become UFC interim champion. He went 5 rounds. He went 5 rounds hard. He tried to accomplish the goal, fell a little bit short, but that gave you confidence in knowing that with the heart and the spirit of Kelvin Gastelum and the skill, that if he's that close, with a few adjustments, he can find himself right back in that same spot.
All right, so here he is, the inimitable last style bender, Israel Adesanya, still undefeated as a mixed martial artist. DC, you tried to bring him in to emulate John Jones back in the day, and he's such a meticulous, thoughtful guy that he said no because Luke Rockhold was in that gym and he thought he might have to fight him one day.
He knew that at some point he would reach Luke Rockhold in his division, so he said, you know what? I want to help you, DC, but I can't because of what's going to happen going forward in my career. He did not want to put Luke or himself in such an awkward situation. How about forward thinking? How about forward thinking that would have come to pass only a few short years later? But in Israel Adesanya, you also have the mentality, but the fighting ability to become a UFC champion in only 12, 13 months.
Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. Gastelum is 28, Adesanya is 31. He will have a 9-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 8 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Yuma, Arizona, USA, Kelvin Gastelum. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 23 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Well, huge buzz for this fight, and round 1 is now underway. A clash of styles in some respects between a grappler and a 5-tool player type, but certainly the more well-rounded fighter has no problem engaging on the ground.
No, he doesn't mind grappling, but he also has the ability to fight on the feet, something the grappler does not really feel comfortable with doing. He seems to be behind the 8 ball a little bit, but let's see how he manages getting this fight to the ground.
Oh, really making good use of his reach advantage as he lands the straight punch there. Fighters back to their feet here. Pretty good right hand. Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block. Gastelum gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center. Fighting out of the clinch here, and not for long. Nice trip to get the takedown.
Yeah, sometimes, John, you have a guy that is just so versatile, and they can do these takedowns in so many ways. You saw it on full display right there with that trip.
Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab, but you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch, and the first one you learn is a jab.
Right.
And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach. One takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle.
Back to the feet now. Just missed with the left there.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. Battling for hooks. Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight.
Take him down, cut him. Take him down, cut him. Over and over, he's securing these takedowns.
Oh, and there he goes again, working off that beautiful jab. He continues to keep his opponent at distance.
I mean, keeps him at bay with that beautiful, precise jab. It is like a... You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now. Big kick lands.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here.
Oh, John, that was so nice. What a beautiful takedown.
Israel Adesanya tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Oh, big head kick there. Round 2 coming up next. All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
Adesanya gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on beat street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's gonna do to stay in this fight.
Well, you saw us reference in the tail of the tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab. All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage. Taken down by Gastelum. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. And he landed the right hand there.
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh, huge right hand! A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
68 total strikes have landed for Israel Adesanya, and landing with 47% accuracy against Kelvin Gastelum. Gets up again here, but hurting. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in this second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2. Unbelievable. Back to the feet. Under 2 minutes to go in our second round. Shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight. Let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched gloves.
I mean, a competitive fight that one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 24 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need a ticket to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your coaches get to celebrate the great handiwork.